For 27 years, the BMW X5 followed a simple formula. Same silhouette, same split tailgate, same predictable engine lineup with small updates every few years. It was the vehicle that created an entire segment back in 1999, and it has been coasting on that legacy ever since. That formula just ended. BMW unveiled the fifth-generation X5 at its Spartanburg plant in South Carolina, and this is not a mid-cycle refresh with a new grille and a slightly different infotainment screen. This is BMW throwing out almost everything people expected from this vehicle and betting the farm on something new. So what changed? Why does it matter? And is any of this actually an improvement or just change for the sake of change? The new X5 wears a double X headlight signature at the front, arranged as an outlined twin kidney grille with the lights built directly into that X shape. Flip a switch and those lights turn yellow, which is a direct nod to the old BMW M cars from decades ago. It is a small detail, but it tells you BMW wanted enthusiasts to notice something familiar buried inside something completely new. Then there is the side profile, and this is where things get controversial. The traditional door handles are gone. In their place are flush, button-operated winged handles, similar to what Ford and Volvo have already done on their vehicles. You can open the doors with the key fob or through the BMW smartphone app, the same system used on the updated 7 Series. BMW is calling this an example of engineering competence. Not everyone will agree, but it does clean up the exterior lines considerably. The biggest change, and probably the one that will generate the most debate among longtime owners, is at the rear. The split folding tailgate, a design element that has defined every single X5 generation since 1999, is gone. It has been replaced with a conventional single-piece liftgate. BMW says this was done to improve aerodynamics and interior packaging. Here is where the 2027 X5 genuinely breaks new ground. For the first time in the model's history, BMW is offering 5 distinct drive system types depending on the market. That includes a standard internal combustion engine with 48-volt mild hybrid support, a plug-in hybrid, a fully electric variant, and eventually a hydrogen-powered version. No X5 generation has ever offered this much variety, and honestly, very few vehicles in this segment from any manufacturer do either. The X540 uses BMW's B58 engine, a 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-6, now producing 394 horsepower and 428 pound-feet of torque thanks to an upgraded turbocharger. It comes paired with the 48-volt mild hybrid system for smoother power delivery. This is the version arriving first this October in both rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive xDrive configurations. Next is the X550e, the plug-in hybrid variant, putting out around 483 horsepower with an estimated 44 miles of pure electric range. That is a meaningful number for anyone doing short commutes on electricity alone before the gas engine ever needs to kick in. Then there is the one everyone is actually talking about, the iX560 xDrive, BMW's first ever fully electric X5. This is not a converted gas platform bolted onto an electric drivetrain. It runs on an entirely new 800-volt architecture with a 144 kilowatt-hour usable battery built using the same cylindrical cell technology found in the recently revealed iX3, just slightly larger. That sizing change alone gives roughly a 30% usability increase over the smaller cells. Total output sits at 570 horsepower and 593 pound-feet of torque, split across a dual motor setup, with the rear motor doing the majority of the work. BMW's own estimates put the range at up to 435 miles, which is genuinely competitive territory for a vehicle this size. Later in 2027, 2 more variants join the lineup. An M Performance version powered by a V8 engine for buyers who still want a proper enthusiast option, and further down the road the iX5 Hydrogen, which will be BMW's first hydrogen-powered production vehicle ever sold. That last one is a serious statement. While most manufacturers have quietly given up on hydrogen passenger vehicles, BMW is doubling down, at least for this flagship SAV. The interior follows BMW's Neue Klasse design language, the same philosophy already seen on the iX3 and i3. The exterior's smooth, monolithic design carries straight into the cabin, creating what BMW describes as a calm and uncluttered space. The seating position is elevated, the instrument panel has been completely redesigned, and door trim surfaces are noticeably larger and simpler. The goal here seems to be reducing visual noise so the driver's attention stays focused on the road and the new digital interface, rather than buttons and switches scattered across the dashboard. For buyers in the United States, the numbers break down like this. The X540 starts at $69,800 with the all-wheel drive xDrive version at $72,100. The plug-in hybrid X550e xDrive opens at $77,500, and the fully electric iX560 xDrive starts at $79,800. Every configuration adds a $1,450 destination and handling charge on top of those figures. As for timing, the X540 xDrive arrives first this October, with the remaining variants rolling out through 2027. The iX5 also holds a notable production milestone. It becomes the first fully electric vehicle ever built at BMW's Spartanburg plant, which has assembled every single X5 since the nameplate began in 1999. Just down the road from the main plant, BMW built an entirely new high-voltage battery facility in Woodruff specifically to supply the iX5, and BMW states this facility runs without fossil fuels during normal operations. 27 years is a long time for any vehicle to run largely the same playbook. The fifth-generation X5 is BMW's clearest signal yet that the Neue Klasse era is not just about small electric hatchbacks and sedans. It is coming for the flagship SAVs too, split tailgate and traditional door handles included as casualties along the way. Whether the design risks pay off with buyers who have driven this exact vehicle for 2 decades is something we will only know once real sales numbers start coming in.